France has thousands of long-abandoned and neglected castles, like Carneville. And just as many enthusiasts are willing to make huge sacrifices to breathe life back into the old buildings. Becoming the owner of a castle means rising to certain challenges. Guillaume Gabe bought his castle in 2012, but now he's gotten cold feet.
We knew there was work to be done, but it was the kind of work where friends and family roll up their sleeves, give you a hand at weekends, and the job's done. But in July 2016, a square-meter chunk of the hallway ceiling came down. We discovered a fungus living above it, so we called in an expert, and the verdict fell in July 2017. It was from the Serpula family and spread over 1,000 square meters. The nasty thing about this fungus is its roots called mycelium. They start out like fine hairs, like spider silk, which spread out in search of water. Each one can reach 7 meters long.
Serpula lacrimans causes what's known as dry rot, visible on this window. A quarter of the main structural timber is also affected. The 700 square meters of the 18th century wood paneling have been taken down to the bare stone to enable a much deeper treatment.
The walls have to be burned to get rid of the mycelium running across the stones. Then the contractor will apply an extremely strong fungicide. It's antibacterial, so it will sanitize the walls. For this, it's a highly specialized company that does the work, which fatally for us sends our restoration budget skyrocketing.
The bill will come to 1 million euros. The young owner has managed to raise half the sum. For the rest, he has to sit and wait. Many castle owners in France wrestle with ordeals like these, leading some to take on the work collectively. In the Vienne department, it's not one person, but 25,000 people who have purchased Château de la Motte Chandonnier, a feat made possible by online crowdfunding. Julien Marquis and Romain Delhomme were behind the whole operation and never imagined the success it would have.
We've reinvented the concept of World Heritage. Today the castle belongs to the whole world, to 115 different nations.
When we saw Cuba and Burkina Faso, we thought, this has gone beyond heritage, beyond a project. We've taken a whole community on board, our crazy dream, our crazy gamble.
In 1932, the castle was ravaged by fire. After that, it was reclaimed by nature. The project consists of protecting the ruins, so as to preserve the harmony that makes the place so unique.
The 19th century architect, probably on the wishes of the owner, borrowed things from different castles, the Chateau of the Loire, medieval forts, etc. He borrowed styles and identifiable things like this copy of the famous staircase at the Chateau de Blois.
In the heart of the Auvergne region, the fortress of Saint-Vidal was completely restored in 2016. Its owner made a childhood dream come true.
What was it about this place that stole your heart?
It's an old fort that looks like a Playmobil castle. It's true, it looks like the castle in the imaginations of all 3-year-old boys. If you ask them to draw a castle, it's 4 towers with a courtyard in the middle. I was really moved by these old stones and thought to myself, I really want to tell the history of this fortress.
After the restoration, he had to bring the site back to life and open it to the public to finance its upkeep. Since 2018, every weekend, local inhabitants and volunteer actors take the fortress back in time to the 16th century.
The fortress was abandoned for a long time, but it's in a marvelous state after its restoration. Our job now is to make it alive, give it its soul and its inhabitants back.
It's great being able to participate. Not everyone can take part in this kind of venture.
Although we can't all afford to buy ourselves a castle, numerous sites like Saint-Vidal do allow us to get involved in the preservation of this priceless heritage.